Yeah, we haven't made YouTube videos since we were probably like 19 or 20 years old. Like that was the last time we probably made a YouTube video together, because she was always picking at every little thing that I that I did when I was just being myself. So the first thing I'm going to put on is primer. It's e.l.f. Blemish Control Primer. And I just put like, because I'm running out, I have to squeeze it a lot, but oh, it looks like it's done. I have to knock it now. Yeah, it looks like it's done. Excuse my mom talking on the phone in the background. She's talking to her brother. Alright, so I just scooped it out. And I'm just putting my primer on my face. The only thing I have on my face since I came out the shower was my toner. I did it off camera because I'm running out and I had to open it and take out some e.l.f. Blemish Control Primer is what I put on my face first. After I showered, I used my toner. I'll show you guys my skincare products in another video, but I used my toner and I used my gel moisturizer and my face serum to like moisturize my face and all that stuff before putting on my primer. The primer is the base for the makeup. And now I'm going to get in to the makeup. The first thing I do when it comes to makeup is my eyebrows. And getting closer, all I'm gonna do is I just take this empty e.l.f. spoolie. It was clear brow lash and mascara, but it's done now. But I still use the spoolie because I don't really need the product that's inside the bottle. Like sometimes I just get a dry spoolie, a dry clean spoolie, and I'll just comb my eyebrow hairs. I just go up and over, like up and across, because that is just the direction that my eyebrow hairs grow anyway, and that's its natural shape, and the way it is already fits my face, so there's not much that I have to do to it. The next thing that I do to keep it in place is I use my e.l.f. Eyebrow Wax, which is just like a screw up pencil, and I just go over it, my eyebrows, like just like you would gel your hair on your head to lay it down. Okay, so yeah, I lay my eyebrow hairs into place with the spoolie. Now, because on camera right now you probably can't see this, but when I take pictures with flash, I tend to be able to see the spaces in between my eyebrow hairs, and they don't look so, you know, clean, especially because I don't wax or tweeze or shave or nothing. You will see the imperfections in my eyebrows in the picture. You will see the hairs that are all over the place. You will see the unibrow that I have. So I have an Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in Granite, which is a very popular product amongst the makeup wearing community. And I take an angled brow brush and very lightly I just fill in those lines. I don't know if you could see what I'm talking about, but I only do it on the end. If I go towards the front, it's gonna end up making my eyebrows look too much. Like, because my eyebrows are already thick, I don't want it to look fake and sharpied on. So I'm not gonna go up in the front and do it. It's just like really just perfect the end, the arch, I guess you could see. See? So that's so that when I take my pictures, it looks like I did something rather than just, oh, this girl has bushy eyebrows. You understand? My lips are really dry. I'm looking around for my excuse my background. Don't even look at my background. Just look at me. Okay. This is a lip balm. Himalayan pink salt lip balm. Or lip chapstick, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so next step with the brows is the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer. This is the color Cool Tan. This is the brush that I use to conceal my eyebrows. This is the only thing I use this brush for when it, I'm just squeezing out some of the product, and I just take a little bit of it on the brush, and I am going to trace out my eyebrow, starting from the bottom. And I'm not getting too close to my hair because the concealer is gonna cover my hairs. So I'm tracing out my eyebrow. I just did this one really bad. Normally, I'm better at it than this. That's not the shape I was going for. I already covered some of my hairs. Bad job this time. Anyway, I'm gonna try to do a better job underneath this one. Yeah. So I just traced the shape of my eyebrow. And like I said, like all of that, even though a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, your eyebrows were fine before da-da-da. Yeah, but when you're doing a makeup look, it's important for you to still do this to your eyebrows, because if you do your makeup and you don't even conceal your eyebrows, or you don't even fill in those little imperfections, it's gonna show when you take out your picture, okay? It's gonna show. If you think it's not gonna show because you're looking in the mirror and you don't see it, it's gonna show. So now I'm just using my sponge to like blend it out. I know it just looks like I'm wiping it away, but I mean, it's still gonna be there. And yes, I use a dry sponge. I don't wet it or anything like that. I just, my eyebrows kind of look two different shapes now, because on one of my eyebrows, I got the concealer on my hairs. So I'm just gonna take back that same angled brush and go over where I messed up with the concealer. So I'm gonna get a little closer just for y'all to see exactly what it is that I did to my eyebrows. All right, my next step is going to be applying my foundation. I do have a little blemishes on my face, on my chin, and on each sides of my cheek from acne that has taken me months and months of getting rid of, and my skin is finally getting better and everything like that. I am not going to apply acne medication underneath this makeup look today. Sometimes I do, but I'm not gonna apply it today. First thing I'm gonna apply before I put on my foundation though is this NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator, just for some extra glow. And I put it underneath my foundation because when I put it on top of my foundation, it just looks a little bit too much, right? So remember, I already applied my I'm putting this where my highlight would be, so you know, the cheeks when you smile, you know. I already put the primer on, so don't think I'm just putting this on, you know, bare skin. I have the primer on, so my skin is protected for me to now go in. Okay. And I also have dark circles, but I don't really conceal my dark circles. I used to in the past, but now I really don't, because my foundation kind of like takes care of all of that. So the first foundation I'm going to use is my NARS Medium Deep MACAO. Okay, this is a soft matte complete foundation. I used to use the Luminous Radiance, whatever you call it, but then I'm gonna use a different sponge. But then I found this one and just fell in love with it. So I put it on my sponge. And do you guys see that already? Like, I only put a little bit on, and it just still looks like skin. That's just what I love about it. It just still looks like skin. The other like foundations, they just look like foundation. But this, it just looks like skin, and it's matte and it's lightweight. It doesn't feel like anything is on my face. It's covering up the dots like effortlessly. And yeah, so this is my base foundation that I'm just gonna apply this all over my face. And I love the fact that it's the same color as me. I do have a darker foundation for when I go away, but right now, as I'm in the States and it's winter time, this is my color. So yeah, this is the reason why I was saying that I don't conceal my dark circles, because my foundation just does the job. I am going in my baby hairs. I don't think I'll have to do them over. I think they will be just fine. I'm not gonna put this too much on my forehead though, because I do have another foundation that I'm gonna go in with that I prefer for my forehead. It's a little bit warmer than this one. So look at that. I didn't even have to do much, and my blemishes are almost gone. Let me just get the ones on my nose. I hate when I get pimples around my nose area. I feel like that's the worst place. Like to get pimples like around my nose, my mouth, and my chin, like right here. That's just like the worst place to get pimples. I don't like that. Yeah, so I don't have to use too much. Like, it's just going on so flawlessly. And I still look like myself, okay? I know some people, like, they put on makeup and they look like a completely different person, but I like this. I still look like myself, just like a better skinned version of myself. Like the younger, I would say the younger, before I got pimples or anything like that, that's how I look like myself. So of course I am going on my jawline. I almost forgot what it was called. I was gonna say my chin line. So yeah, I'm going on my jawline and bringing it down because we don't want to see, and I always go a little bit behind my ear and under my ear and make it. Okay, so right before we got interrupted by that phone call, I applied my first layer of foundation, which was my NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation, medium deep in the color MACAO. And the next thing I am going to do is use another foundation for the warmer parts of my face, which I'm gonna get a different sponge for. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless for normal to oily skin. Even though it is matte, it still is creamier than the other foundation that I just used. And I'm literally, like, you can see that it's also slightly darker. And I'm using this on the lower part of my face. Like, I'm pretty much gonna use it on the perimeter of my face. Right, so this is for perimeter, and then I use a different foundation for highlight. Yes, concealers can be used. However, when it comes to shopping around for concealers, I just find that these foundations worked better for me. When it came to color, consistency, amount of wear, like how long it stays on and stuff, I just prefer the different colored foundations over the concealers that I've tried. This is what I meant when I said that I wasn't gonna use the other foundation too much on my forehead, because I had a warmer one that I wanted to use. So that's all I do with this foundation, is just go in on the perimeters of my face. And then I'm gonna use the other one to highlight. And I don't go heavy on foundation at all. Like I said, I'm just doing coverage, and it a little bit goes a long way, and it covers a lot for me, and I like that. So that's that foundation. The next one that I'm gonna use is Bare Minerals. I didn't buy it. I'm not a fan necessarily of Bare Minerals. However, it was given to me unopened. It was free. I got it at a what's one of those things called again? Pop-up shop. I got it at a pop-up shop. So I literally put a little bit, and I'm going right on my cheeks only and under my eye for highlight. Okay. And I just love this foundation for highlighting. And I just go as low as my laugh lines are. So from my tear duct to my inner corner and my laugh line, we just pretty much highlight my whole cheek. And I use this same foundation to go over my eye too, because it's gonna be the primer for my eyeshadow. If I choose to put on eyeshadow today, I don't know. Right now, I'm really just putting on makeup for no reason. I also forgot, I sometimes like to apply my eyelashes before I do my highlight, because I'm really bad at putting on eyelashes, and I be needing to like hold down my face, and then my fingerprint gets on my cheek in order to apply lashes. But I don't think I'm gonna do lashes today. I think I'm okay without lashes. I'm gonna stick to an all natural look today. So now we are going in with my nose. I have a nose that is straight and flat at the same time. So if I do my nose wrong, it will come out looking really weird in my pictures. So when it comes to my nose, I have to make sure I do my nose right. I'm just gonna even out the highlight on either side of my face, because we don't want both sides of my face not looking the same. They have to look symmetrical. I mean, my face is not a symmetrical face anyways, but when you're doing your makeup, of course, it needs to look in sync. Do you see that highlight under my eyes? Like, we just took away my dark circles and just made me look like happy-go-lucky Camille instead of sad Camille. Because let's face it, my dark circles sometimes make me look like I'm sad when I'm not. I have these like really dark marks on the sides of my face, over here and over here, so I try to make sure that that's fully covered. And then let me just fix the imperfections on my forehead. And would you look at that? I mean, my eyes are a little puffy. They do crease. There's pretty much nothing I could do about that. I honestly don't believe in those eye circle creams that they have out there. I think it's all just a money-making thing. So I have no interest in wasting my money on them. But I am going to set my foundation with my Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. Doesn't say whether it's matte or dewy, but for me, I think it's in between. It's like matte and dewy. I'm looking for my fan, but I'm not seeing it. It's probably in the room. I have a hand fan, Chinese fan, that I fan my face with. But it's dry already, so I don't even need it. Looking at my face, I really don't even need powder, so I'm gonna go really light on the powder. This is my Ben Nye Sienna Translucent Powder. I used to use Topaz, but I ran out of it and I haven't purchased it yet. I haven't repurchased it. So we're gonna just use the Sienna for now. The Sienna doesn't really give the highlight that I want, but it still does it. It does something for now, right? It sets my face. It doesn't give the highlight that I want, but it sets my face. Okay? It's pretty much my neutral color. And I'm telling you, I don't cake it on. If you want to look as natural as possible, I don't cake it on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna contour my nose, and I'm gonna show you how I do that. I get me a brush. This is a palette that you'll probably always find at every drugstore, or every beauty supply store, I should say, in New York, and it's called Nude by Nickak, New York. These are the colors in it, and I use the darker one with the angled brush. I just tap it, and I draw a dark line on my nose. Can y'all see that? I draw a dark line going down my nose, and then I draw another dark line going down my nose on the other side. All right, and then I start to fade it out, whether it be with a sponge or the same brush. I'm like carving the bridge of my nose, just like I did with my eyebrows, basically, to just make sure that when we take that picture, my nose comes forward more than it spreads out, because girl child, I be looking like when people are pregnant and their nose spreads across their face. I'm not trying to look like that. So, yeah, I make sure that those two dark lines are there. And I just keep rubbing it in. After I do that, I get this same okay, the brush I'm looking for, I can't find it. So I'm just gonna take back my same highlight foundation. And we're taking our sponge and we're putting a little bit on there, and we are going in right next to the dark line on the outside of it and the middle of my nose. And then I'm taking the butt of the sponge, the flat part, to spread it down. Like I'm pushing it into my face. So you see how the bridge of my nose is coming out now? Like, I'd rather look like I have a big long nose than a big wide nose, to be honest. It's just because it's what fits my face. It's not about what looks better or not in general. It's about what looks better on my face. When I look in the mirror, I see a long nose. Maybe it's because my eyes are right above my nose, but when I look in the mirror, I see a long nose. So when I look at my pictures, I want to see what I look in the mirror. I don't want to see something else. I want to see what I see in the mirror. So after I do that, I take the Luminous Glow and I put it down the bridge of my nose. Very lightly. Okay. After we do that, we can take the sienna powder and then put it all over my nose, going up the shaft, going up the center of my third eye and coming down. Okay. And then around my mouth is what we do with the sienna powder. And then with the chestnut powder from the same company, Ben 9, we go in the hollows of my cheeks just to create a warm touch. But not so that I look too contoured. My face is already slim. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just apply my mascara, because like I said, we're not putting on lashes today. This is my Paris Hilton waterproof mascara. I prefer mascara that has like the rubber type of spoolie over the what's it called, fibers, I guess. To me, it just combs my eyelash hairs so much better, and I'm able to get in between each hair and just coat them. I don't think I'm gonna do any eyeshadow. If I do put an eyeshadow, it's gonna be, I'm doing my lower lash line. Sometimes I don't do my lower lash line because I don't like to look like I have this dark ring around my eyes. It's like, okay, I just conceal my dark circles. Why put back, like I don't do eyeliner ever. Okay, why are you not going back inside? So yeah, we're gonna do my next eyelash. Which I just go on top and underneath with it. And do the lower lash line. Okay. And I see my eyebrow hair curling down up here, so I'm combing that back up. But I don't want to make it darker, so I'm doing it really lightly. Just that side, because the hair was curling down, like, hey, I thought I waxed you into place. And yeah, that's how I do my eyelashes. Guys, my eyelashes never used to curl like this when I was a kid. My eyelashes used to be like straightforward, like Chinese, straightforward. And somewhere in my teens, going into my adulthood, they just started to curl up. And so I never had to use eyelash curler. I got lucky. Yeah, you guys. So my final step before spraying my setting spray again over the powder is I have a little beauty mark next to my mouth. But I usually like to take a eyeliner or eyebrow pencil or something and draw back, but for today we're gonna attempt to use my mascara. We're not gonna make it too dark. But that's a part of my beauty that I like to see, the little mark. So that's the reason why I draw it back. And I'm actually gonna make it darker with the Anastasia Dipbrow. I might have to fix my baby hairs. They're looking a little, I'm having a lot of flyaways. Yeah, now we see that. And then the last thing is gonna be my lip, which I have a lip gloss that I bought from one of my friends. Her name is Chelsea. I've known her since I was maybe 6 or 7 years old, and I went to school with her. And she has a skincare line. She's selling body butters and lip glosses. It's called MELANOUS Glow Co. And I bought a lip gloss from her that I really like. Oh, it's right over here. The color's not marked on it, but the packaging is so cute. And that's the final, my lips. I like it because my lips are like this, like really cute, natural pink. And it just goes so nicely over my natural lip. Just adds this cute pink glow. It's so cute, guys. Check out her page. It's called Melanis Gloco. I'm gonna tag it at the bottom. Forgive me for sniffling so much. My sister and I started making YouTube videos when we were about, I think, 17 or 18 years old. And she stopped making videos with me because I got really annoyed at her picking at every little thing that I did. Like, I sniffle a lot. I have sinusitis. And every video that we took, she was like, ugh, Camille, you sound nasty. People are not going to want to hear that. And it turned me off from making videos with her. So yeah, we haven't made YouTube videos since we were probably like 19 or 20 years old. Like, that was the last time we probably made a YouTube video together, because she was always picking at every little thing that I that I did when I was just being myself. It's okay though. I love her regardless. Maybe we'll try it back again, but yeah, not right now. So, I'm just gonna spray my face once more from far. And that is the look. I'm probably just gonna go in with a nude colored nude colored eyeshadow. I have hooded eyes, so I'm not gonna sit here and do a whole eyeshadow thing because it takes a little while for me to do an eyeshadow look because I have these kind of hooded eyes. So I'm just gonna go back into the 9 Nude palette and take a neutral brown looking color, the lightest brown, and I'm just going on top of my whole eye with that to basically powder the foundation that I put up there. But I'm not going in for a whole eyeshadow look right now because I'm gonna have to be cutting creases and doing all kind of, you know, all kind of thing. So I am just going to settle for this neutral powder above my eye, and then I'm gonna take a thinner brush, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of a shimmery color for highlighting under my brow. And I'm not going crazy on highlighting under my brow, just like really light. Okay. And yeah, that concludes this really cute natural look of me just covering up my blemishes. And yeah, I can go out like this. I will see you guys in another video. Thank you so much for watching, and take care. Self-love always.